Alright, ladies and gentlemen, press mute now, put on your music, and we're going to be taking this drive. We're going to go down the peninsula and then up again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a drive. And we're at the Jersey Shore, Ocean County. In any of the surrounding states, you guys know if you're coming to New Jersey, the only place you're going is here. That's why we are the #1 earner in the state, and we're that way for a reason. Nobody in their right mind right now is sitting there saying, gee, I gotta get some money together to go on vacation in Newark, New Jersey. You know, none of you are like, oh, I gotta really get to Bayonne. Northeastern New Jersey is a place that you go to by accident, or you're passing through to go to Manhattan. You know? So that's why we're going to just focus on the good stuff, because I live here. I know this is good stuff. You want to go to northeastern New Jersey and get a selfie with a dumpster? Well, there you go. That's your prerogative, you know? But we are not gonna. We're gonna take a nice drive around the peninsula here a little bit. Northeastern New Jersey. You know who they are? They're those people that are like, hey, yo, do you know who I am? Like, dorks. You know, we gotta avoid that kind of stuff. We go where there's fun and happiness, and genuinity, you know what I mean? So we're driving around here a little bit. I mean, if you really want, I suppose you could go up to northeastern New Jersey and let them feed you their whole I'm so tough routine. But I mean, the world pretty much is well aware that anybody acting tough ain't tough, you know? Those who are tough, you can just smile and just have a good time. You know? Let's move this mic around. I know the outcome when someone wants to piss at me. Me drawing my firearm and dropping you before you tell me your whole story on, oh, I'm a big time soprano. Like, oh, okay, guy, we believe you. Now you're laying on the ground. And all these things, what we call as bad for business. Now, I'm just joking about the whole shooting thing. I just think it's funny how they act like anyone in the whole world cares about their fairy tale they live in. They think they're on a TV show. But, you know, bad for business is bad for business. And that's why we are the #1 earners out here. And we are that way for a reason. We like to be considerate of people and like to respect people's boundaries. And so that's why you guys keep coming here. You know, here in Ocean County, being a big money raking in type people, because, you know, we go with love instead of like some fairy tale stuff. It really ends up being like that whole bad for business thing that we all say. That's not like us saying we want to get your money or anything. That's us as sort of a personal, person to person, like reminder to like be a decent person, you know? Like if you see a tourist and they're, I don't know, not driving in a certain way or something, you tend to get the whole Tony T guys, like, hey, you know who I am? Those guys, they'll be the ones blowing a horn, screaming out the window, flipping people off. And for a tourist, that's not very fun, you know? And that kind of blows, right? Sorry, I'm gonna have to keep coughing. I had a cigar. I should not have, I know. But yeah, that's not really good mojo. It's bad for business, that whole, like, dorky, I'm a tough guy routine. Like, no one wants to hang out with that people. They're silly. They're just silly, you know? We always think, like, dude, what if this, well, not what if, this guy's on vacation. I'm gonna have to move around because I think I'm gonna keep coughing if I lay like that. You know, one of these people on vacation, they got their children, and then here comes tough northeastern New Jersey, hey yo, like screaming and stuff. Like, Clearly the guy is on some sort of like vacation. He's exploring with his family. Maybe I'll take a sip of cranberry juice. So to be rude to that guy totally is a buzzkill for him and his whole family. That's bad for business. You don't do that. So we try to avoid all that negative stuff, you know? And in return, we reap the rewards of people's respect and loyalty and the returning customer routine. You know? They're up there crying about stuff. We're in here raking it in, baby. They're just like doing it. I'm so goth and like I'm so tough and like, and you're a dork. You're trying way too hard. You know what I mean? These people just don't try love out. I think they think they're like some toughies. The toughies. You know what I mean? Totally a turn off. So you can always expect somewhat of a welcoming face when you come here. You know? That's nice. It's nice for everybody just to be considerate of other people. You know what I mean? Pays and dividends, you know? I know I like it because I travel all over the country all the time. I've been everywhere. If you don't travel around the country, you may not know what I'm talking about, but if you travel, you know what I mean. Like, it's nice to be in areas where, like, the locals are considerate of the fact that you're on a trip, you know? Trying to just see stuff, trying to have fun, not getting caught up. Some of us, we notice this when we're traveling, when we're like driving and there's like, you're on some road, speed limit says 45, so you do 50, but the locals all like to do 70 on that road, so they'll just sit on your bumper like real nasty, like, that's not attractive. And that's when you're like, hey, I'm not coming back there. Those people are sucky, you know? So we try to avoid that. So when you're all coming here, at least you have a chance to, like, you know, it's a big thing for us. We really pride ourselves on, like, not screwing up your day, and, you know, being understanding that you're coming here just to do stuff that's not your normal, you know? It's not like Jersey Shore is the greatest destination and you've just dreamed your whole life of just coming here. No, you're just on a little trip, you know, and the last thing you want is get some attitude, you know, from somebody. So, hope we respect that. I hope you recognize that we're making an effort to respect that, you know. But yeah, it's just fun. So, we're cruising. I just wanted to get that all out of the way. I don't want those people in northeastern New Jersey give us a bad name, man. You know? If you notice all the signs everywhere, they say Benny's go home. That's we're talking about northeastern New Jersey people mostly. They just go home. You're so not good for business anywhere you go. Like, just go back to your dumpster. You know? Leave everybody alone, man. Let people enjoy their lives. That's our big mojo here. You know? But what are you gonna do? They seem to come out of their little rat hole and, like, they want to bring everybody down. You know, a lot of people come here and it's just a lot of smiling and having a good time and just saying hello to each other. And believe it or not, that aggravates some people. Like, you know, they just can't handle it. Like, they just got this thing in their mind and they're just stuck on this. I'm just I'm cooler than everybody. You know, it's that joke cool. So, I don't know. Not that into it. Really got to drive that point home all the time. This ain't that kind of place. This place you can come to, you can just be yourself. Everybody's pretty accepting, and as long as you're not hurting other people to get what you got to get in life, then get it, you know? So, this ain't that kind of place, you know? And that's nice. Granted, it's not perfect. We got ourselves some idiots, but we tend to jump right on them idiots if we see someone messing with a tourist. Like, you know, Like, leave that man alone, man. You're being crazy. Now people just are acting silly, you know. I apologize for the few idiots. But if you want the truth, we make sure we pay him a visit, tell him to straighten up or leave town. They only got two options. We're the ones holding the leash, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know. I like things that are love oriented, you know. I always say, I don't care what if anybody thinks it sounds this way or that way, but keep love in your heart and soul, and you'll go real far in this life, you know. And as you see, it's paying out, you know. We're doing all right. Everybody else may be suffering, but hey, keep hating your body, and that's what happens. You don't accept people judgmental too much, you know. Dude, I'm gonna have to keep on coughing like that. That is gonna be really annoying for me when I go to edit this video later. So there, I wanted to ramble a little bit about decency, you know, respecting people's spaces, and respect the rules and the laws, and you'll do just fine here. If you can do that, I vote you come to the Jersey Shore. Invest here because this is Boomtown City. This is the off season, as you guys know. This is winter now. But 2020 summer, what you're looking at here was just packed, jam-packed, people everywhere having a good time. You know, was that a cow on that roof on the right? I did not know that was up there. Yeah, we had like 2020, freaking amazing year. Smashed it, as usual. We had the little flu in the beginning of the year, but that was gone real quick, and we sorted that out. It's all back to normal. We don't do any of that silly stuff. Just having a good time, being neighborly. Everybody's trying to, like, well, I guess we always try to make better, like, health choices. You guys know how it is with that. It's like you always try, but in your mind you got such a bigger goal, and could be sometimes unsatisfying, you know. When in reality, I think everybody's doing pretty good, you know. I think everybody's doing all right. It just takes time. Health isn't like a quick fix, like you're not getting a boob job here. You know, it takes time. Patience is key. But yeah, I don't know. This seems to be more of a health-oriented area, Ocean County, New Jersey. Again, I say the biggest earner in the state. Nobody can contest that. You know. Yeah, we like to keep like health-oriented, like, I don't know, things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? So yeah, I know people are like, oh, they're real dramatic and little drama queens, and oh, 2020 was so bad, and it was this, and it was that. I'm kind of feeling like that's beta talk. Like, anybody in their right mind would have seen 1,000 ways to, like, capitalize on everything and make yourself better, and they jumped right on that opportunity. But the betas, they just kind of sat around crying about everything. They're still crying, ain't they? They're just all upset. But if you kept love in your heart, I mean, you stopped being a little beta crybaby about everything, and you actually stepped up and capitalized on things, you'd be like us. You'd be like me, just living the good life. Look at this. How could I be right now just mad about the world? Look how beautiful everything always is. You know? You make life beautiful, it'll be beautiful. make life hard, it'll be hard. That whole big thing of how, like, crybabies always are like, oh, well, life's so hard. Like, don't listen to them. That's just them having a little pity party for themselves because they're too weak to actually sort things out. Life is what you make it. You guys know that. Make it beautiful. For just, that's what I say. I love everybody. I'm just going to keep on loving everybody. I'm not going into any negative, silly, childish, beta mindset type stuff. I want to, like, love people in real life, you know? You know? Like, I don't care about internet stuff. That's a little dorky, but, I get like 2 views in a video. It doesn't really matter, because in real life, I got a zillion friends and followers, Any of these cars you see, they're all smiling and waving to me. It's because the love is big, love is big. I have a good time. And honestly, I say all this because I wish other people would have a good time too. I wish they wouldn't just sit in that little pity party mindset and all that silliness, Just have fun, man. Find the fun, get after it. And if you don't find the fun, make the fun and go where the fun is, So, that's that. What are the subjects we want to get into on our little drive? Tell you what, I kind of like feel like I may inhaled that cigar. Like, I don't know. I feel a little crazy right now, to be honest. Like, I don't think I should have smoked that cigar, man. I think that was not the best idea I had. So we're just driving around. We just went down and now we're going up the other side. And it's just nice. Oh yeah, flip the wipers. It's a little like sprinkling happening, It's not like a drizzle. It's that damn cloud on the right there. It's messing up my shot. Yeah, man. When you keep loving your heart and soul, you just go so far. There's just no limit. It's just limitless, But if you're keeping hate and negativity in your heart and soul, well, you ain't gonna go that far in this life. You're just in a big circle, just going around and around. I always kind of say, like the thing with hate and love is the difference is, like, at the end of the road of hate, when you've gotten all the way down your little hate road, there's no big celebration. There's no fanfare when you get to the peak of hate. This is not the same with love. There's fireworks and booming sounds of love echoing back at you. You could say that's fluffy or whatever, but I don't really care what you say, You're gonna just probably say something about this and always being fluffy and this love in the heart and soul thing. Yeah, I don't care. I'm raking it in, you're not, so what's that tell you? You want to be a little Debbie Downer about everything, thinking the world's against you? Well, welcome to not achieving shit in this life. I was noticing, look at that cloud to the right. It's got like a big hole in it, right? Looks weird. See it? It's a weirdie. You sometimes kind of go in and like talk about this kind of stuff, Because if you don't, you sort of feel like you end up in that echo chamber of like hate where it's like literally just sitting there reiterating what other person hated and this person hates. And, you're like, geez, I was just trying to go to a little drive. I didn't want to like that'd be like me right now just screaming like, Like, how can I be mad? Like, I'm just screaming, driving around, like, I hate everything. Look at that. Look at this. I'm so mad. Like, how absurd would that be? You know? Instead of like, I love this. I love this. I love that. I love that house. You know? Like, just more, it's just more enjoyable just to take it down a notch. Just not be so, like, silly about stuff. You know? I'm gonna be preachy on this video. That's just because I don't like seeing people self-destruct like that. It just seems silly how easy love is and how, like, real hard hate is to, like, maintain. You know? It's just a damn shame. But we can't save everybody. You know what? Fuck them. We gotta keep on keeping on. We don't stand still and go backwards like those people. We're just gonna go forward and have a good time. We're gonna find love, get after it. So, that's all. You know? That's all. There, I did a lot of rambling. There you go. I still got some drive left, obviously. Let's talk about other stuff, because honestly, that stuff, even just talking about it, kind of like gets a little depressing. You're like, I don't want to listen to that. You know? But I do find it funny how, like, you go online, I'll have like 0 views on this video, but in real life, complete different story. That's why I always say it's not really reality, this online thing. If it was, people who are sitting there with like, I have 90 billion views, they would not get any views. Who wants to be around some kind of dipshit, you know? You're like, meh, I'm kind of good on hanging out with that person. They're not nice, they're not considerate, they're not fun, they're not charismatic. It's just like blah, you know? You know, in real life, nobody's ever gonna want to hang out with that person. That's just reality, man. That's why reality and online are just not the same. You know what I mean? But I don't care. I always make videos. I love making videos. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. This is just a whatever video, but I like getting my camera equipment out and like making like a real deal vlog, or go on a hike and like try to bring back some cool footage. Like, man, I love making videos. Like the editing, and you get the camera out going and you get in the shots. Like, it's a blast. Like, I'll do it for no views and all that. I don't care. It's too much fun not to, you know? I don't know. It's a good time. It's fun. I don't mind. Honestly, what is it gonna get me if I got all kinds of views? Money? You gonna hand me more money? What am I gonna do with it? So, nah. Unfortunately, I guess it's unfortunate. Maybe not. But unfortunately, or whatever. But, as much as I love everybody and I'm grateful for everything, let's be honest, there ain't one person on this planet who has anything that I need or want. Like, you guys don't have anything I want, man. I got everything I want and need. Yeah, you're never gonna show up and give me anything. I'm grateful, but you can never show up and like, oh, this, this is this. Or, nah, you got nothing I want in this life. So I just want to have fun and just give whatever I got to other people. And I happen to have my soul filled to the tippy top with love. I got so much love, I could give everybody on the planet a little bit, you know? Even if you don't want it, I'll give you some. Just if you get too close to me, I'll just give you a little. So, that's what's up. You know? What else can we ramble about? Oh, I'm getting ready to go on my big long-term boondocking trip. Long-term. Leaving in March. I was supposed to leave last March, but then the flu kicked in, and I was just like, let me just chill out and just get some things done. And then I got to hanging out with my friends, and I realized I'm not going to see them for a long time after I leave. I'm just going to start a driving around the country thing, you know? Boondock camping everywhere, just seeing stuff. I'm not going with a big war machine. I'm using a freaking Mini Cooper red convertible. None of this big overlanding, all that four-wheel drive, shooting the works. Like, I got bored of that stuff. You guys get bored of that stuff? Because you show up and you're just like, all these amenities, and it just takes the whole spirit out of it. Like, I feel like I lost the spirit of it all with all that. Like, it just became silly, you know? Like, the overlanding machine just has every single thing in it, and mine was decked out. Like, my war machine was decked out. I had that thing dialed in. Yeah. But then it just got more boring every time I went. It just became dull, you know? I lost the spirit, you know what I mean? That backcountry bushcraft spirit's just gone. So this is my attempt to regain this spirit. If the Mini Cooper can't get down that dirt road, then you know what? We're going to pack it in. Leave that Mini Cooper in some storage unit. That's the mojo. We're going to get after it, is what I'm saying. No more of this puppy dog stuff. I want to get back in. I miss the grind. You know what I mean? That grind, man. That just grind is just not existing when you have some big fancy overland machine. Like, it's just non-existent. You might as well just be in an RV. Like, what's the point? You know, just stay in a hotel then. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get back into the grind. You guys know the grind. That real deal grind when you're just sitting there all day, just surrounded by apex predators, just trying to give it a go. You know? I miss that excitement. That real nature feeling, you know? I miss that. So, we're going with the Mini Cooper. Because I wanted the complete opposite of my war machine, and well, that it is. This car's freaking amazing, though, I have to tell you that much. Man, put the top down on this car, boost the turbo around town. It is amazing. Like, amazing. People everywhere seem to really like this car. It's not like a rich, fancy car, expensive. I got this thing for pennies, you know? I've been remodeling. I've been refurbishing everything and getting it in good shape and all this. I've been wrenching my butt off, you know? But I think I got it running pretty good. So I'm going to try to drive this thing to the other side of the country, to the West Coast. And I'm going to succeed if I got to push it there. But how about we all do a big cross my fingers type thing? Because I ain't a genius mechanic. I could just make it happen, you know? But yeah, I'm wrenching away over here. And we're getting ready. We're down to about 3 more months. December, January, February, and then come March, we're out of here. No more Jersey Shore content, you know. You know what's crazy I was thinking about? Do you remember what it was like before, like, when you were grinding? Like, do you remember the whole thing, how we sleep in the daytime? That's the grind. You gotta sleep in the daytime. Because things go bump in the night and you can't see it, you're under attack. No, I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be daylight. I'm not sleeping in the nighttime. Are you crazy? That ain't grinding. If someone's sleeping in the nighttime, they ain't grinding. They're in some little, like, safe little, like, bubble. Because the grind, we sleep in the daytime, man. You go to sleep around 11 in the day and maybe 10, you know. Yeah, that grind is way different. You'll see what I mean as we get going here. There's no just like laying. And you ever see them like YouTube bushcraft people who like just make a lean-to and they lay under that? Like, now you know that's just such a bullcrap thing. Like any apex predator will literally just walk up, grab you by the face, and just drag you off. You guys damn well know that. Like anybody doing that on YouTube, that's all just a front. They're in some little safe little bubble woods. Ain't nothing gonna ever happen to them. That's all fake, you bushcraft junk. Besides, who lays in the dirt? What are you, 5? Are you playing like army men out there? That's silly stuff, man. So I'm not down with any of that. I want to do the real deal grind again. I miss it. You know, I don't want to do this like YouTube version of bushcrafting. It's just, no. I'm done with all that. I'm done with this puppy dog stuff, man. I'm ready to get after it, you know? Get after it. Have fun, man. Get that grind going. I want to be up all night fighting to, you know, defend my food. I want to enjoy, like, nature, not create a bubble in nature. You know? That's what this is all about. That's what this whole channel's about. This whole mojo. That's why I do all like talking about that hippie stuff, like with all the betas and stuff. I gotta get that over with now, cause I ain't gonna have any kind of time to do any of that silliness. You know, I'm worried about what some betas crying about in the street. Big pity party for themselves. No, wait, man. I ain't gonna have any kind of time for that stuff soon. I'll probably be wishing I could. I'm just gonna have to be on my toes, solo, in all the largest mountain ranges in the country. You know? But after this, I got a little spot, and I got some friends who picked me out a little spot in Italy. So that's where we're going after this. After this big boondocks, like, long-term thing. I'm going to hang out with my friends in Italy and have a good time. Get into it, you know. Oh man, you should see this little like apartment they got me set up with. This is like some fairy tale stuff. Like it's beautiful. I got a cough. Damn. Yeah, wait till you get a load of this place. I mean, it's like just little. It's little. Like I like it. It's like a little apartment, and it's like, you know how Italy is. It's like, you know, like big, like all these rows of buildings and cobblestone roads, and then, you know, you divide up the buildings into little apartments. Oh man, this is just like, It's so nice. You guys are going to think that that is amazing. Amazing. So yeah, pretty much the rest of my life is going to be spent in Italy. I speak Italian, I speak French. My German's not too bad. My Russian's getting there, but I can't focus on that till I get better with my German. So most of the major European languages I should be able to communicate no matter what scenario I find myself in. So yeah, this is my kind of last hurrah on the American front. Then it's to Italy. Kick back and live the good life. Hang out with my friends. It's gonna be nice. I'm taking you guys along with me, because I'm just gonna keep posting from this channel from now on. But I love everybody. Before I wrap this video up, I just want you all to know that. I always want the best for everybody, every single person. I don't hate anybody, and I don't hate anything about you. I bust the chops of these northeastern New Jersey people, but I love them very much. And I just want everyone to know that I love you, and I'm pulling for you. No matter where I am on this globe, I'm pulling for you, And if it's a little or a lot, we're always going to make today better than yesterday, So stay up, avoid the hate, stay in the love. You'll be alright.